So this morning we got some news from the Lennon camp. The pre-orders are up for the new Mind Games box set and the different versions of the release, all the way up to the high end, and I must ask, Lennon fans, are you okay? Are you okay? Because I have a feeling you're not, if you're okay with that top-end one, but... Oh my god, let's backpedal a little. I'm getting vibes of not only that Paul McCartney singles set that came in a crate and was like $600 for like, what was it, 72 songs or something in a book? Crazy. I'm getting vibes of the George Harrison super uber deluxe $1,000 crate version of All Things Must Pass that came with like gnome statues and weird stuff, and this is the vibe I'm getting here. And I am just as, like, heels in the dirt on this as I was about those. So it's not just because it's John, and, I mean, I have nothing against John. I like John just fine. He's not my favorite, but I like him just fine, but not $1.50 fine. Like, I'm sorry, like, nah, dude, like, at the low end, cheapest end version of Mind Games. We have a 2 CD Ultimate Mixes set for $30. Okay, that's fair, fine, whatever. It looks like it comes with, I can't tell if that's a book or not, but it also has the Citizen of Newtopia membership card. That's cool, whatever. Looks like that. We also have a 2 LP version. Same stuff. Looks like there's a picture of a box. No actual box, but there's a picture of a box and maybe a couple little bonus thingies in there. $50. Alright, I mean, I personally wouldn't, but I can at least understand and wrap my head around that one. That's fine. If, like, you actually liked it that much, fine. The Ultimate Collection Deluxe box set. $167.98. Actually, compared to a lot of, like, the Super Deluxe sets, that's a little lower than average, because a lot of them are coming in averaging about $200 nowadays. That's not that bad. You get, like, a book, you get 6 CDs, you get the Newtopia stuff, looks like some posters. Like, actually, that's pretty good. But then the Ultimate Collection Super Deluxe box set. $1,350. That's American dollars. What? I'm sorry, what? Holy shit. Whoo! Yeah, I can't think of too many people who are that into it to want to spend that kind of money. Now keep in mind, that's not counting shipping. That's not counting sales tax. So by the time you've paid those, this is probably gonna clock in about $1.50. I'm sorry, no. There's only going to be 1,100 of these sold. Now, people are trying to spin the argument that because it's such limited edition, that's gonna drive up the value, and I'm like, if they can find 1,100 suckers to buy this thing, you know what, more power to them, but oh my god. Let me read you what the page reads. This all-encompassing time capsule of the John Lennon Mind Games album sessions and era contains 2 limited edition reproduction artworks by John Lennon and Yoko Ono with certificates of authenticity. Stop right there. Reproductions with certificates of authenticity. Why the fuck do you need certificates of authenticity for repros? You need those for originals? Anyone can make a repro. Oh my god. Anyway, we're gonna continue on. As well as a hologram engraved EP. That could potentially be cool. Not $1.50 cool, but it could be cool. 9 LPs, including 2 Zoetrope picture discs, 6 CDs, 2 Blu-rays, 2 books, 4 posters, 4 postcards, 2 maps, 3 badges, a word puzzle, bespoke I-Ching coins, Newtopian flag. May I remind you that the Newtopian flag is a white handkerchief? Have we forgotten? Because I think a lot of people going into this may not know the whole backstory with the Newtopia thing. And I still feel like, the whole Newtopia thing was, like, John and Yoko trolling hard, and I applaud them for that, but oh my god, now they're cashing in on this 50 years later. Newtopian seal stamp. It's literally a drawing of a seal that John did, but okay, go on, go on. And Newtopian embassy replica plaque. Now, it goes into detail about all of the things. That was just like the little blurb. But going into detail here. It includes the Yoko Ono Danger Box 1966. Limited edition artwork reproduction, a 13-inch cube perspex reproduction of Yoko Ono's 1966 artwork with engraved plates and certificate of authenticity housing the 9 boxes that comprise the set. It's literally, like, I think a smoky gray cube. Okay. Okay. John Lennon, You Are Here, 1968, limited edition canvas artwork reproduction. A 12-inch circular canvas reproduction of John Lennon's 1968 artwork with certificate of authenticity. Mind Games, The Ultimate Collection, Standard Deluxe Box Set. 6 CDs, 2 Blu-rays, 128-page hardback 10-inch book, poster, postcards, Newtopian Citizen ID card. The Mind Games Ultimate Collection 7X LP box has 4 gatefold LPs comprising 12 tracks each of the Ultimate Mixes, Elemental Mixes, Elements Mixes, Evolution Documentary, Outtakes, and Raw Studio Mixes with 8-page booklet, 7 bespoke inner sleeves, 2 posters, and 2 postcards. They really like the word bespoke on this page. You'll notice it coming up over and over again, to the point where I went to dictionary.com and looked up the definition, because I'm like, am I missing something here? Literally just means custom-made, tailor-made to the person. It's already a John Lennon-themed box set. Of course it's going to be themed to him. Okay. Mind Games / Meat City EP hologram vinyl. Exclusive bespoke there it is again. Karmic Wheel, hologram engraved picture disc enclosed in a reproduction of John Lennon's Build Around It artwork. The Mind Games Magic Box. The ultimate mixes and outtakes on 2 LP color picture vinyl discs, visually reimagined by Zoetrope animation artist Drew Tetz with bespoke bar anime. Did AI write this? I am getting the vibe that AI wrote this description. Because this is kind of what it comes up with, like if you don't go through and edit after. But anyway. Bespoke bar animation cover art and poster, 2 postcards, and additional Zoetrope and bar animation elements. Maps, John Lennon's Liverpool and Yoko Ono's Tokyo. Exclusively designed by map artist Ed Fairburn, these exclusive portrait fold-out 46-inch square maps of Liverpool, John, and Tokyo, Yoko, contain over 700 locations of interest highlighted in ultraviolet ink and every location detailed in accompanying booklets. Mind Games, 350-page book from Timms and Hudson, deep dive coffee table hardback book on the events of John and Yoko's lives in 1973, including the making of the Mind Games album and all the events around it, in the words of John and Yoko and the people who were there, featuring brand new interviews with all the musicians and engineers, exclusive never-before-seen photographs by Bob Gruen, Michael Brennan, Tom Zimbarov, Ko Hasabi, and David Garr, and exclusive photos, lyrics, letters, original tape boxes, and memorabilia from the John Lennon and Yoko Ono Lennon archives. Citizen of Newtopia box. The Newtopian flag, the Newtopian embassy plaque, Declaration of Newtopia, Citizen of Newtopia, identity card, Great Seal of Newtopia stamp, You Are Here, Yin Yang fishes, and Not Insane badges, exclusive reproduction memorabilia from the estate of John and Yoko Lennon. I don't know about the Not Insane thing. I think they had to throw that in there for anybody who was insane enough to throw, like, $1,500 at this. Yeah, you're pretty much fighting an uphill battle to convince people you're not, but whatever. I-Ching box. Bespoke John and Yoko I-Ching coins and poster. Mind Games Perspex word puzzle. Bespoke cardboard shipping container featuring Tenmon Bunya Nozu map of the heavens. And then we have the track listing, which looks like the same thing on all of them, just with which mixes they are. Yeah, and Blu-rays 1 and 2 contain high definition 24 by 192 stereo, 24 by 192 5.0 surround sound, and 24 by 48 Dolby Atmos versions of all the above tracks, plus the 2024 remastered Mind Games music video and a You Are Here additional outtake tape boxes music video. Limit 4 per customer. I can't. If you've got somebody who is even willing to buy one, I'm sorry, who out there is buying 4 of this? I get that, like, maybe some people like to buy the collectible shit to flip it, but, like, that's a pretty steep price tag. 4 of them? Is there a single person who is buying 4 of this? If so, why? I would like to hear why. Now, before anybody goes, hater, you're just hating because you're too poor to buy. It's like, bitch, I'm a trust fund baby. And even I am not buying this because I'm sorry, this is what is fueling them releasing shit like this. The fact that people continue to buy them is why they are continuing to price them this way. I've heard people make arguments, but it's a work of art, yes, and I don't disagree there. I don't disagree that there's a lot of value here. But I do disagree with that price tag. That price tag is way too high versus what you're getting. I'm sorry that... No, I disagree with that. I can't sign off on that, just like I couldn't on that $1,000 George Harrison set. I could not bring myself to do it. It's like, yeah, I could have, but I didn't. It's like, why? Fucking why? I'm sorry, like, if it were something that we're going to continuously be a thing that is used regularly and make me more money in the long run, okay, fine. But something that might get played a couple times and then sit on a shelf for basically all eternity, because God knows I don't sell my collection, I don't flip mine, so once I own it, that's it, it's there for life, so it's not like, oh, well, you could sell it down the road and make more money. Yeah, but I'm not going to. So I have a real problem with that argument, at least for me. For others who are cool with doing that, more power to you, knock yourselves out. No disrespect to you, but for me, I can't justify that. I just can't. That $600 Paul set, I might have been able to. Sold out before I even had a chance to really think it over. So, you know, that was, that choice was taken away before I could even really make it, because there was no, like, lead into it to get used to the idea. No, it just dropped one day and sold out the next. I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's that. Whatever. I might have with that one, but this one of the George, I'm sorry, that there is no planet where that makes sense to me, and this is why I am again asking, Lennon fans, are you okay? Specifically, anybody who is, like, actually throwing the money at that, are you okay? Are you really? What are you compensating for here? I get it that the completists feel like they're basically being held at gunpoint now to either, like, cough up the dough or be viewed as less of a fan. Spoiler, you're not less of a fan if you refuse to pay the money. Like, they'll stop doing this shit if you stop paying into it. This is why it's gotten this bad. Oh my god, it makes no sense to me. And it's not like I am averse to paying lots of money on things. In the next month, I'll be dropping about $5,000 on an Alienware gaming computer. So it's not like I am averse to spending money. But that is a thing that I will use every day and will help me make more money in the long run off of it. This? Ooh, wow, what would I do? Make, like, some videos on it that might earn, like, a few bucks in ad rev? I'm sorry, no, that makes no sense to me. Not happening. And so far, I think there's only been, like, 2 people that I've heard online today who are actually coughing up the dough for that, and I, in triplicate, ask, are you okay? Do you need help? There are people who are willing to help you. Anyway. Those are my thoughts on this ridiculous pricing. I can't. I can't do it. I cannot bring myself to do it. It blows my mind that this is where we're at in this fandom. This is why my other fandoms are getting my money nowadays, because they're not pricing this stupid. It's at a point where I still feel it's fair. $200-300, that's fair. This, no. Screw that. I don't need that. I don't. Well, I'd probably get the next level down, the one that's a little under 200. I'll probably get that. I'll probably get that. Like, would I love this thing if it were gifted to me? Sure. Is anybody blowing $1.5 just to gift it? Hell no, they're not. Of course they're not. I don't expect anyone to either, so... I don't know. Like I said, I just... fucking mind blown on that. You gotta be playing some mind games to justify this. It is no longer about the working class heroes. Just saying.